pussies.
Welcome back, brothers, to the Killstreak Junkies podcast. I'm your host, Grizzly. I'm joined today by my co-host, Hatter.
What's cracking, y'all?
And a super extra special guest, as you can tell by the title. We got a new member to Killstreak Junkies. Introducing now, KSJ Corncob.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Oh shit.
We're going to get a little deeper into the story behind Corncob in just a minute, but first, let me introduce our special guest today. Our guest speaker today, rather. Clappening. What's good, Clappening?
What's good?
Hell yeah, dog.
Alright, and that's going to be
Fire.
everybody. So, like I said, we're going to get a little bit into who the fuck this homie is. So, Corncob, explain a little bit about yourself, what you do.
Oh, wow. I sit at home and play video games.
Hey, me too. So
Um,
you got a Twitch right now, right?
yeah,
that's
I'm
pretty much
streaming
what
on
you do.
Twitch at Corbin0008. And I'm making a YouTube channel. Honestly, I should probably just go ahead and do that right now, because I haven't
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
done
yeah.
it yet.
And he's been getting clips with us for the past week. He's technically been a member of the KSJ for like I think a week now.
Mm-hmm.
And if any of y'all listening, tune into our live streams on Twitch, you would have known that for literally like 7 fucking days, because we live streamed it last weekend when I went over to his house. But yeah, so he's just been kicking with us. We're fucking grabbing video clips and shit. We'll make some masterpieces, dog. Keep your eyes out. So yeah, fucking, I think that scratches that off the list, pretty much. Fuck, let me think. I knew there was more questions I had to ask you, but I completely forgot them. Fucking, while I'm thinking about that, Hatter, I know you had a topic you wanted to talk about.
Yes, sir. Give me 1 second. I got you. So
real
y'all
quick,
already.
before he does
go
that-
ahead.
Never mind. Alright, yeah. Real quick before he does, I wanted to apologize that there was no podcast last weekend. I'm gonna take the blame for that one. That one was all me. I was over at Corncop's house and we went a little too hard, and we had a homie over that I haven't seen in like 2 years, so I kind of just bailed out on the podcast last weekend. But yeah, I just want to say that's the reason we didn't have one last weekend. Go ahead, Hatter.
Alright, y'all. I know y'all have probably heard about this. EA's coming out with the new game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes, sir.
Now, you already know I'm a Star Wars nerd. Do y'all think that
yeah,
EA
yeah.
is gonna release this well enough? I mean, Battlefront 2 suffered at the start, man. It was disgusting.
Yeah, at the
They've learned,
beginning, because of the
they added shit, though.
microtransactions and
Right,
whatnot.
garbage. But what do you think?
I'm really hoping that they learn from their mistakes with Battlefront 2. Because Battlefront 1 was fire. Battlefront
Right.
2 is fire now. But, I don't know. I think, like you said, I think they got a lot to learn from how they launched Battlefront 2 initially. And you're talking about, this is the, what is this called?
The Last Jedi.
Yeah, Last Jedi. So is it gonna be, like, accurate to the movie? You think?
No, it's its own little story. Well, yeah, it's accurate to the
Alright.
movie. It's accurate to the canon timeline. Like, it's set
Right.
in when the order just fell, basically right
Yeah.
after that, and when the Empire was growing, obviously.
Right. So
So
like,
yeah, it is on the canon timeline.
good,
but
good.
it's not
so
the
I was
same
really
era.
hoping it wasn't gonna be. I was really hoping it wasn't gonna be like the new movies they're coming out with. You know, we've been talking about that shit for a couple days.
Oh, you already know,
Fucking
dog.
yeah. I don't even want to get into that. We'll be here for an hour and a half. If y'all want to hear about that, fucking leave it in the comments. We'll say something about it later, I'm sure. But fuck, yeah, I really hope they do good, because, like I said, I love Battlefront 2. I'm actually reinstalling it right now so we can get some
They added
footage since
Droidicas, they had a
turned
new
up.
tank, man. They're
Fucking
doing good,
Droidicas.
y'all. They're doing it. They're making it better finally, man. Finally.
Hell
It was
yeah.
so it was lacking for a very long time, but they got it working, man. They're adding new heroes and everything, so it's dope.
Do you think that with this new game, like this new game, wait, is the new game? There's not going to be any online on there, right?
Nope, single player campaign.
All right, so you don't think Battlefront 2 is gonna like feel the hurt from anything of the new game coming out?
Nah, I wouldn't say. But they're talking
Alright.
about another Battlefront. I don't know how long they're keeping Battlefront 2, man. Probably for another
You know what I'm saying?
year and a half. No, they
'Cause
said
it's
they're
still
gonna move
it's
on. It's still it's still in
yeah, I was
its
gonna say it's still
good
pretty
days.
new, and they're adding shit to it
They're
all the
saying they're gonna
time.
do it soon though, man. Within like 2 years probably.
Wait,
I
did
mean,
they ever add Ahsoka to it? I thought you
no,
said they
they
were gonna
are.
do
They
that.
are.
Okay, good.
They're adding Padme as well.
Padme
they're.
as well. Fuck yeah.
I'm not. They don't really have it on the roadmap. Leakers were saying, but it is coming out. It was 100% confirmed by the developers.
Alright. Fuck yeah. Well, I have fucking high hopes for that shit.
Hell yeah, dog.
Oh, I didn't even fucking explain. Look, Extend and Adolin ain't here. You already know. Adelin's working. He's on some he's not on fuck
He's
shit.
moving
but, like,
as
he's
well,
got
man.
a lot of,
He's moving.
yeah, he's getting ready to move. He's gonna be gone for a little while, but we're gonna get him in videos and shit to make up for his loss of not being on the weekends. Extends goofy ass who I Extends a little bit of an autist. Let's all be real. Let's all be 100% real.
Damn.
Man's a little goofy.
Hitting him like that. Hitting him like that.
I love Extend. He's the bro, but he's got a little autism.
He is a
in him.
goofy. He's
Fucking,
goofy.
he hit me up. Or I hit him up an hour before the podcast was supposed to start. He said, for sure, 100%, I'm going to be on in 30 minutes. Invite me to the party and we'll get it. I'm like, okay. 45 minutes pass by. I text him. 50 minutes pass by. I call him 5 times. Not a word from this goofy. So, you know how it is.
Yes, sir.
Fucking show must go on. See, that's what I really want from this, like from us and the podcast and whatnot. It's gonna be very mobile. Like one day there could be 2, one day there could be all 5 of us. Like I really want it. Like it can still go on, even though not all of us are here. Like I like that idea.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So,
It is unfortunate. But we still be
yeah, it's
working
quite
hard. You already know. Me and Grizz have been
You already
working
know.
hard on Twitch and on
Dude.
the YouTube.
Streams every day. I got backlog Warriors footage. Warriors. Oh, I want to explain that too, since we're already fucking here. The reason why I have not been uploading Until Dawn footage on this channel or Warriors on my main channel, I burnt myself out. I was uploading a video every 2 days on each channel. I got about 6 videos out. I burnt myself out playing the game. I have the footage backlogged, like I can edit and put it out whenever. But A, I lost internet, so I couldn't get in a party and record correctly. And B, I just burnt myself out. I needed to step away from the PlayStation for a little while. Let it chill. Also, brand new PlayStation. I don't want it to go the way of the old one. So, but yeah, expect Until Dawn footage this upcoming week. And I've just uploaded Warriors last night. And it's
I gotta
It's
check
there.
that out
Go
still,
watch
man.
it. Yeah. Fuck. Well, I got a list here. If you want me to go ahead and go on the spiel,
Oh man.
unless you got anything else.
I just made the YouTube channel.
Hell
Good
yeah,
shit.
dog.
What is it? Go ahead and plug it so everyone can. Is it KSJ Corn Cob?
KSJ _ corncob.
All right. And you got clips from Rainbow Six, don't you?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
just waiting
So
till I
expect
get
some
that.
Share Factory.
Yeah, I'm downloading that right now too.
Good shit. Good shit. If you need any help with that, I'll fucking help you out with it because I've been getting very versed with it here recently.
Alright.
Oh.
Got 20 minutes left.
I dig. Clappening, you just uploaded a new video. You want to say something about your YouTube channel?
I'm pretty new. That's it. I'm not gonna rate my content, but yeah, I'm pretty new. I upload Rocket League, Fortnite. Planning on doing Siege. and
Hell
that's
yeah,
about it.
dog. Stay tuned for
I
that,
wa-
y'all. Probably on
For
all 3 of
real.
our channels. You already know.
Yeah. I watched the Fortnite video, and it was only 3 minutes, and let me tell you, dog, I wanted more. Like, I thought it was
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Shit
I
is
wanted
funny.
Like, I saw that it ended on a really funny note, and I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it like lagged out, so I restarted it like 15. Like I went back a minute and restarted it, and then I was like, oh, it's only 3 minutes. Fuck.
Right.
I wanted more of that shit. Nah,
Appreciate
funny
that.
content. I haven't watched the Rocket League stuff just because I haven't played Rocket League, so I don't think I'll
Yeah.
understand it.
Mhm.
So, but I know a lot of people fucking love Rocket League, so that's good shit.
Thank you.
It's been out for a long time as well, man. It's been out for a very long time.
And it's still
Longevity is
popping.
very
That's what's
good.
crazy. Yeah. I mean, it got so good that fucking GTA put a game mode in that's just like Rocket League but with monster trucks. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Do
right
you
before we pulled out of
remember
that broke ass game.
Do you remember that freaking computer game that was on, what was it? It was like on like Addicting Games or something that was like Rocket League.
Oh, like the browser game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but I remember playing it. What the
Dude,
fuck
it's been
I don't
so
remember.
long. I never really fucked with Addicting Games, dog.
Ooh, bro. So that actually
been a
brings me up to a
minute.
topic. It brings me up to a topic I've been wanting to ask everybody for a while on and off podcast. So like, starting off, what was your first console that all y'all played? Go ahead, Corn Cob. What was your first console?
PS2.
PS2. Hell yeah. What about you, Hatter?
I mean, do you consider the Game Boy like a first kind of thing?
Yeah, I can consider that. Was Game Boy
That's
your
what
first?
it was. And then I moved on to PS2.
I dig. What about you, Clapney?
Mine was the Game Boy and then PSP and then the PS3. I never played PS2.
PSP and then.
Well, I
yeah,
played it,
Oh yeah, you said that
but I
last
never
night.
owned it.
I dig.
Bro, Crash Bandicoot on the
Fire.
PS2.
Ooh,
Fire.
Fire,
Fire.
bro.
Fire. That was so good. And
Best
fucking
game ever.
San Andreas, bro.
else?
Oh my gosh.
San
bro.
Andreas. Yeah,
Did
you
guys
already
ever
know.
play Tack and the Power of the Juju?
Yes, Staff of Dreams, dog. I was a
Bro,
fucking
that
G
shit
on
was
Staff of Dreams.
Clap.
I've never met anyone else who played that fucking game.
I love it, dude.
Did you watch the TV show? It was kind of bunk.
Yeah, it was weird, but
It was
It was
goofy,
fun.
but the game was so. I used to like have dreams that I was Tack in his dream, high key. It was pretty lit.
Damn.
Lit. But no, so like that brings me on to like the next little thing, like so browser games. Like I guess I didn't realize that browser game. Like I knew I always played browser games because, you know, we grew up. We're all in kind of that era to where we grew up with laptops in schools and shit. Like I know me and
Right.
Corn
Yeah.
Cob, the high school we went to, they just issued a laptop, and it was pretty aight laptop for, you know, a broke white guy.
kind of doo-doo.
Oh, they were hella doo-doo in high school, but like the 8th grade ones were good. I rebuilt all them. They
They were
had
decent.
like decent processor and shit. They were decent. They were good enough for us to play fucking Fortnite on every night. Or not Fortnite, fucking Minecraft. My bad.
Dude,
That's classic.
Minecraft.
Minecraft was hella good.
You remember when your
I'm about
dad
to buy
hosted that
Minecraft on
Minecraft
Monday.
server, and I fucking I
Yes.
lit that nether rack of fucking
That
swastika.
swastika. And he said, y'all need to break that.
Y'all need to break it right now, his dad. Fucking.
Do you remember
Toxic
when
young
I
children.
freaking freaked out because my dad stole some diamonds from me?
Yes,
Searching
and when
everybody's
fucking
shit.
when Brody's fucking freaked out because he thought he saw you flying and building out of emeralds and shit, he's like, "You swear to create the Dude,
Bro,
how
that server
crazy
was
is it?
lit.
That server was lit. We had a fucking
We
10
had a
foot
full
tall, 5
castle,
foot
bro.
thick. Yeah, we had a 10 foot tall, 5
Oh no,
foot
it was
thick
like
wall.
20, maybe 25.
Oh no, you're right. In some places it was even higher than that. And that was just on the cracked
Damn.
version. We didn't even have the legit version. None of us bought it, I don't think.
That's
I didn't
crazy.
anyway. I had the
Yeah,
cracked version.
well, Brody did. Me and you didn't.
Yeah. And Brody had to like he couldn't update ever because we were stuck on 1.4.1 because he couldn't update the cracked version.
I really
Oh,
want to like sell
damn.
my laptop and like put that as a down payment on a fucking nice PC.
A nice one, yeah. Origins
So
PC.
I
Hey,
guess-
sponsor us, Goofy. What are you doing?
We do not have the influence. To
No,
get
you need
sponsored
one.
by
You need
anybody.
10K to get sponsored by Origins.
And
Unfortunately,
I'd
and you need to
rather
own
get
Origins.
I'd rather get sponsored by Main Gear.
I've actually never heard of Main Gear.
Oh.
But let's not talk about sponsors because last time we did that, I actually got yelled at in my fucking email. So,
By who?
by who was it we were talking about? It wasn't G Subs, the other one. G Fuel. We were talking about G
Yeah.
Fuel, and they fucking they hit me up in the main channel email like, you're not affiliated with G Fuel. We would appreciate it if you didn't say anything about G Fuel, or we have the right to fucking copyright your blah 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 blah. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
So if we
They're
ever do
serious.
get to the point where we're gonna get a sponsor, 1K subs, G Subs all the way. Plus I like G Subs more than G Fuel anyway. Go fuck yourself, G Fuel ass.
Or
um.
what is it? Gamma Labs? Gamma? Gamma's
You better
fire.
quit.
You better quit.
They
We're gonna
about
get
to
fucking.
hit you in the fucking email again.
You already know.
Dumbass.
I love
Gamma's
G-Subs.
Gamma's
I'm
good,
sorry.
bro.
G Subs or Bang energy drink. All right, let's stop. Let's stop right now. I
Disgusting.
could go on and on. You don't like Bangs?
Disgusting.
They're so good for you, dog. They give me more energy
Good
than
for
any
you?
energy drink I've ever had.
They're not good for you at all.
They have 0 sugars, 0 carbs, 0 calories. The only bad thing is they have 300 milligrams of caffeine, which a normal human drinks about like fucking. That's 2 cups of coffee. So I don't know. I like them. But anyway,
I wouldn't go far to say it's good for
Anyway.
you, but it's probably not that
It's
bad
definitely
for you.
better for you. It's better for
It's
you.
better
It's
than
not good
Monster.
for you, but it's better for you.
Fuck Monster, dude. Ugh.
Monster is
Monster,
so
Rockstar.
bad.
I don't like any
Better
of them.
Monster,
bad for
Rockstar.
I
you,
used to
but
drink
so
them, but they're
good.
so bad for you.
There's some flavors of the Bang that are good. But anyway,
Hey,
I'm
yo,
off on a
fuck my
fucking
health.
tangent. Yeah, fuck yeah. Honestly,
What were the
my
fuck were we
life's a
talking
fucking
about
roller
earlier?
coaster.
I don't even
I was
fucking
talking
remember.
about fucking browser games. So, like I said, I didn't think like when I was playing them, I didn't think it was like a culture. Like, I didn't realize we had like what, like fucking probably 300 people in each grade, 4 grades, probably about 1,200 people in our high school, and literally almost all of them were playing like cool math games or fucking addicting games or just these
Bro,
browser
cool
like,
math
sites.
games was fire.
Cool
Cool
math,
math,
was
bro.
fire.
Bloons
you have the
Tower
news
Defense.
round,
They had
homie.
3 on there. What about
BTD.
what
yup.
about what the fuck
Bro,
was it
number
on there?
4.
BT. Oh my
BTD
god,
number
5 is
4.
fire. 5 is fire too.
5 is fun. What was the one where you controlled it with your mouse and it was like an up scroller?
Oh,
You were like the
I
super
do not
monkey?
yeah,
know.
the super. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that one was fun. Bloons Tower Defense was probably the very first browser game I think I ever played.
It was my favorite.
And they're like,
man,
I heard you could like get it on your phone and shit too, but I haven't tried it.
I have it on my phone. That shit's fire. Hell yeah.
So what was your guys' first browser game? Corn Cob?
Mm,
Like, can you remember? That was a bit of ways.
I'm gonna be honest. The earliest game that I can remember playing, my cousins were fucking around on the computer one night, and they were on addicting games, and they showed me this game where you had to like pinch this girl's titty, and you had to like press this fucking like this space bar or something really fast, and I just fucking
What
got
the
up there and I fucking
Pinch this
I
girl's
just fucking went
titty.
ham on this space bar, and I ripped her fucking nipple off, dude. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's
I'm
fucking
done.
crazy.
What the fuck? That's like one of
I
those
was
links
low-key
you see on
paranoid that that's
Pornhub.
what
Fucking tap
I-
this game to come in 5 minutes.
Right, right,
I
right.
Type
was
shit.
scared for like a year after that that's what sex was gonna be like, and I was gonna rip some girl's nipple off.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking whack, dog. Real quick, do you remember? All right, so yeah, you were at West. So in West, in math, there was a game that we would
What
play.
hall were you in?
Fucking hell. I think I was in the Explorers and the Trackers.
Okay.
But
I
all the
was
math
in-
teachers went to the same one. Like, went to the same thing and they played the same game, I'm pretty sure.
Are you talking about the computer lab?
Yeah, we went to computer lab for math, and they would have like the math game that was not like just the math that you would do, and if you got it was almost like IXL but way dumbed down. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
but there was this game you would play where you're this little like green creature, and you're going through a castle, and you get to the end, and there's like you have to find like a key, and then you go to the door and you unlock the door. It was hella fun. And the only thing that was like learnable about it is like after you open the door, there's this big boss monster, and to beat it, like he shoots out a math problem at you, and you gotta beat it. Like you gotta fucking hit the number that it is. Like there was multiplication, division, addition, and
Bro, I
subtraction.
remember that
That's
shit.
Yeah, do you remember what it was called?
No, but it was kind of like Doom
It was like,
almost.
yeah, it was like Goink's Magical Adventure or Link Magical or something like that, like Zinc something. It was some weird ass alien name
Okay,
than
I
like
think it.
Adjective Adventure or some shit like that. But that shit's been stuck in my head since literally 6th grade. I've been wanting to play that shit again because it was actually pretty fun.
Conjunction junction. What?
Your function. Yeah, no. That's the fucking Learning Railroad or whatever. Schoolhouse Rock. But nah, that shit was probably the very first like browser game I ever played was that. What about you, Hattie?
Bloons Tower Defense, homie. 3 on
BTD?
Cool Math.
On what? Cool Math? Cool
Yeah.
Math.
That was
That's
the
some
OG shit.
nostalgia right there.
That is the OG shit.
Clapping.
What was that one?
What was
Wait.
yours?
One question, bro.
yeah?
What was that one where it was like the rectangle block? It was on Cool Math, and you had to like it was like a puzzle,
Like
and you were a
you had to,
block.
like,
You had to get the
rotate
right
it
number
to
of
get it to the
turns?
right place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was called
Like-
Block It or Block Out or some shit.
It was like I thought it was like Blox or some shit. Dude, I have no idea.
It was Block
That
something.
shit was
yeah,
fire.
it was BLOX something.
Yeah, it was like BOLX or some shit.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just
What-
called blocks.
It may have just been called Blocks. But that shit was fire. I played that a lot. And I used to speedrun them shits. Because, like, the first 10, I could just fucking memorize them. Oh, you remember the idiot test? Where you had to, like, press the button
Yeah.
and you
Oh,
didn't press this.
yeah.
That shit was
Yes.
fire. Fucking talc mayonnaise. Fucking.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is some OG shit. That was 6th grade type. No, that was freshman year that I played that shit. Clapping.
Bro, I
what
was
your
playing that
first?
shit in like 7th grade.
Really?
You guys know
I
the
didn't
game
fuck
Run?
with it.
The what?
What? You lagged
The
out. a
game
little.
Run, where it's like a
Oh yeah, Run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
my
yeah.
shit.
Where
The
you
little
go
green
in the tubes
alien
and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was like the first one
That
I
was
remember
fire.
playing.
People love
Did y'all
that
ever
shit,
play?
bro.
6th grade.
Did y'all ever play
6th grade,
Fancy
bro.
Pants?
Fancy
Yeah.
Pants. Yes, bro. That
Fancy
shit was fire.
Pants. There was one, right? So there's like a mainstream game that was called like, not Trials Fusion. Fucking, it was kind of like Trials Fusion though. Like you took a bike up and down mountains and shit. But there was a spin-off on of it that was like bikes off-road or some shit, or like trick bikes or some shit, where you could design your own track. I used to sit there and like draw like the goofiest shit, like really cool. I would trace something from the monitor next to me and just draw really crazy shit, and then fucking do the track and shit. Oh no, I just lied to y'all. I actually remember what my very first browser game was. It wasn't the one I just stated. It's actually a toss-up. It was either, this was in 4th grade, it was either Club Penguin or Pop Tropica.
I remember.
Pop
those
fucking
motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Tropica.
Pop
I remember
fucking
it.
Tropica.
Bro.
I remember that shit.
Ooh.
Pop
That shit was
Tropica is
fire.
still live.
Rip Club Penguin,
Pop,
bro.
fuck you, Club
Rip
Penguin.
Club
Pop
Penguin.
Tropica's
Rip.
still better.
I had Scotty Hayes. Oh, I just said his name on the podcast. Oh well. I had Scotty Hayes' login information for Club Penguin. I still remember that shit, I think. Probably. I know
Hell
every
yeah.
single one of you is gonna be a resounding no, but did any of you have Webkins?
I remember that shit, but I
Yeah.
didn't. I didn't.
You had one, really? I thought it
Mhm.
was some girly shit, but I got one for my birthday one time, and I'm like, this is fucking girly. It's a stuffed animal. They're like, no, you can play online with it. I'm like, alright, I'll give it a try. And it was actually pretty fire. Like, you could sit there and do games, and if you win the games,
Okay,
cash
I don't know
cow.
about fire, but it was
Well,
alright.
it was alright for like being fucking 10 years old.
I remember my
Like, it was the
sister
coolest
had
thing
one
I could
time,
do.
and it was like a monster with horns, and she tried to name
Yeah.
it Horny, and she couldn't figure out why she couldn't name it Horny for so long.
I had a lion, I'm pretty sure. And his name was like fucking some dumb shit, I'm sure. But yeah, it was kind of cool because it kind of taught you about money. Because like you play these games and you get like, it's basically like working fucking minimum wage. You'd play these games and you'd get shit money, and with that shit money, you could buy like upgrades for your house and shit. I thought it was kind of cool in that sense. When I like looking back on it now, I was like, oh, that kind of taught me how to like, you know, I have to do something to get money to make, this better. It was kind of like an economy type thing. That was kind of cool. I'm sure no one else thought that because you could also purchase money like fucking microtransactions, but I always earned mine because broke ass white boy.
On the game.
I'll tell you a game I did spend a stupid amount on was fucking RuneScape.
Fortnite.
I never
that too.
played
I spent too
RuneScape,
much money.
homie.
RuneScape and it's like
Neither did
old
I.
school RuneScape on the PC. I was like, because you could do these things that are like bonds, right? Like you buy in-game currency and then you buy these bonds, and then you could flip these bonds to players in the game. And so, like, say I bought $10 worth of in-game currency and it got me one bond. Like, you could flip them and get like $100 worth of in-game currency trading for like a high item or some shit. Like, you could make money just fucking hustling kids or actually like doing trades with kids, fucking just by these bonds and shit because they were so rare and whatnot. And the cheapest one was like $1. I think you got like one bond for $1 or some shit. And then you just flip it. Like you just go to someone and hustle and be like, hey, I got what you need. You need this. I'm gonna do this, but you're gonna give me this. Like you're gonna give me like 4 bonds for it. There's fucking $4 right there. You couldn't cash it back out, unfortunately. But like my main account on RuneScape, which I don't know a password to anymore, had like probably $400 worth of bonds easily. Because I was just fucking hustling kids at like fucking 11 years old.
Savage.
Savage.
What can I say? But yeah, so that was a nice little
Young
fucking
savage.
trip down memory lane. I love that shit. Let's see. Corn Cob.
Yes, ma'am.
I have it on good authority that you recently ingested psilocybin.
And whose authority is that?
Mine, because I watched it.
Well, son of a bitch. It seems that you're right.
Would you care to explain how you felt running off of 6 hours of sleep for 3 days and ingesting, what was it, 2.5 G's, roughly?
Something like that. I was very, very, very tired. As I kind of am now.
Right.
And, it punched me in the face with a wave of just couch lock and relaxation. And I could not stop fucking yawning. But I felt
saw that
so
shit.
happy the entire time.
Fuck yes.
Like, I was just cool booling.
Now, I would chime in on like because I was supposed to be trip sitting this man, but our buddy fucked up and gave me some of the strongest weed I've ever had in my
You're
life.
such
So
a pussy.
I don't know what it did. Like, it's it's a mix between me not smoking all that often. Like I smoke when we record and on the weekends and shit, and the fact that it was sativa, which I haven't had in a hot minute. It was called Clementine for any people who want to actually check out what it fucking like what the strand was and whatnot. It's called Clementine. It was a hybrid between like Tang and something else. I don't remember. I'm not gonna look it up right now. But and
Basically,
so
what he's saying is he was a pussy.
I'm a pussy, ha ha ha. Probably. But listen. What happened was earlier that day when our buddy Jay Coles came over, he gave me some of that shit. It was all good. It was all gootin' in the hootin'. And then Corn Cob and our buddy, what did we call him last time? Mike Pancake? Yeah, we're just gonna call him Mike Pancake. Our buddy Mike Pancake get a text and oh fuck, I just broke my pen. They go to like explain what like to your ability what happened when y'all left. Like where'd you go? What were you doing?
Oh, to go to Ponca to help her?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Explain what you can rather.
from my best perspective, I was asleep on the couch when my buddy J. Cole showed up, and about 2 minutes later, my buddy Mike Pancake comes in and says, "Hey Cobb, you wanna go beat some dude's ass?" And I was like, "I bet." So I got up, put my shoes on, and we walked out the door. And as we were getting in the car and shit, he's explaining to me what we're going, like why we're going to supposedly fight this guy. And this this girl that he likes is had a boyfriend that was abusive and shit, and she called him crying, and then just hung up randomly, and then he couldn't get back a hold of her. So he got scared and was like, "We need to get the fuck over there." But we get over there, and the cops had already come, and he had already been scared off and shit. And we go in, we like go up to the door to go like knock and shit, and she like opens the door right as we open the screen door. She says, "We need to get the fuck out of here. We need to go somewhere and smoke." So we went out by the lake and smoked, and took her home. She was feeling a lot better. And then on my way home, I saw my stepbrother, and
Oh yeah,
I'm
fucking this shit.
going down the fucking main road of my hometown, and I see him, and like I'm at a stop sign about to turn onto the road the way he's going. So as soon as he gets like right next to like where I'm stopped at, I fucking gas it and fucking go to catch up to him. I'm doing like 65 and a 40, and I come over this hill like level with him, and I just like roll down my window and look at him, and I'm like, "What's up?" And then I just gas it again, fly past him. So I'm doing
Got
like
it.
70 over this hill in a 40-mile-per-hour zone, and I see a cop coming over, and I'm like, "Fuck, I'm going to jail." And I look back in my mirrors and shit, and this dude didn't even hit his brakes or anything.
Just gave no
I was
fucks, just
just
kept on going.
I was just like throwing up a blessing. It was scary. But
Fuck.
yeah,
So alright,
that's
so go ahead.
no, that was basically it.
Yeah. So from my point of view, from the beginning of the story, Corn Cob's asleep. Our boy J. Coles comes over. He gets there. He didn't even know I was there, which Corn Cob told me. He's like, "Oh yeah, he knows. Jay knows. He knows you're here." I'm like, "All right, bet." And then he gets there and he's like, "Wait, the fuck? You're here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here, dog." And he's like, "What the
I
fuck?"
told
Because
him
we
about it
haven't.
the day before and like 3
Yeah.
days before.
Apparently he said he's like, "Yeah, he may have told me yesterday. I was pretty high. I don't fucking remember." But so I mean, we haven't seen each other in probably about 2 years, if not more, since I moved away from Tonk.
Damn.
Um, and so I was like, fuck yeah. And he's been he's been in Savannah, Georgia. He's been going fucking places. Where did he go overseas? Oh no, it wasn't overseas.
He
It was
didn't
in
go
Florida,
anywhere
wasn't it?
overseas.
It was in Florida, yeah. It looked tropical though. I don't know. He's been doing good for himself anyway.
Yeah, he goes down
So
to the
fucking
Captiva and shit all the time.
yeah. So he shows up, and a little fucking side note, all weekend we've been smoking this bunk booty ass
Bunk
grass.
ass weed. Like
Fucking
smoke 4 blunts and don't even get high weed.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, like hit fucking 3 or 4 from the Custom Grow 420 bong and not even, or no, it was from the Henny, and not even feel a thing. Like I got an eighth of this shit for $30. Right there should tell you, like, okay, first sign. But I was like, okay, maybe the
no.
homie's just
That's
cool.
just prices now.
Really? Have they gone down like? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I guess since dispensaries and shit, yeah. Well, like the last time I was down, I got it for like 40, and it was actually a $60 one, but yeah, like fucking fucking
Next time you
non-bearded
come
Jesus.
down, we're gonna get good shit from the
Yeah, from now on,
dispensary.
I'm only getting from you. Yeah.
Fucking
So yeah,
plug
so
plugs. I
yeah.
got the only plug I'll ever need.
Oh yeah, Corn Cob's a card-carrying member, so if anybody on this podcast gets offended, my man's got his medical card. Fuck off.
Yeah, suck my dick, bitch.
So
Probably shouldn't say
we
that. I apologize.
we get that shit, which is a sketchy deal in itself, but it wasn't really sketchy. It was just kind of weird how there was like so many people coming and going that I've never met before, and like they were like, "Oh yeah, this is Mike Pancake's brother," and I'm like, "You could just say I'm a friend, homie." Now I gotta fuck, okay. But it ended up being all right. They were all cool, and the guy even was like
Oh,
apologetic when he figured out like that it was bunk. He's like, "Man, I'm sorry that this is unlike anything that I've ever got. Like this was bunk." It was called not green crack, green diesel.
no. It was called fucking grass. That shit was
It was
bunk.
lawn trimmings. It was fucking lawn trimmings is what it
Legit
was.
looked like it too.
Damn.
So I've been smoking this shit Friday and Saturday, and the homie comes over Saturday night. And it's not like getting me stoned, but it's kind of like loosening
Just
me up a
getting you
little
that.
bit. Like,
Just getting
yeah,
you
it's like
a head change.
chill. Yeah, it's like a little chill. Like you can notice something different, but nothing like, oh fuck, I'm fried. But just enough to like relax me a little bit, kind of like an indica intro, but through the whole high. So fucking, he comes over and he gives me this shit, the Clementine, and we smoke a bowl before anything happens. Well, I take 2 hits, and then that's when Mike Pancake comes in and he's like, "Bro, you want to go beat this nigga's ass?" Corncob is out of his fucking like he was laying down. I thought he was dead ass asleep. He comes straight up like fucking Nosferatu. Yes, let's go. And he fucking stands straight up,
Man.
puts his hat on, grabs his keys, and they're out the door. At this point, like that shit's hitting me, but it just feels good, like it's just a regular high. And then there's like a little anxiety because me and Josh don't talk for a minute, which I usually don't get anxious, and if I do, I can pull myself out of that headspace. But then I'm like, all right, you want to watch some YouTube videos type shit? And he's like, I got a gang of that shit. So he just puts some shit on. He put something on that I want to talk about later as well to trip me the fuck out. But we watched some funnies, and then we watched some creepies, and we watched some goofies, some old ass memes. And then he puts on fucking Rick and Morty, and we just chill. And then I'm realizing like I think it's been like 3 episodes of Rick and Morty, but it's only been like maybe an episode. I'm like, man, they've been gone for a minute. So I didn't want to like look goofy, so I went to the bathroom and pulled out my phone and I hit up Corncob on Snap, like, what's up? And he didn't reply for it was probably like in real time 3 or 4 minutes. But for me, like time as soon as I sent like hit the button, it was like fucking whoa, fucking time slowed down. I started getting real. It was also hot in their house. Like all of this, like as I'm coming out of it and I'm looking at it straight in a real perspective, I realized it was all in my head. Like 100%, I did this to myself. I was worried about him because I hadn't heard about him. It had been 5 minutes. It felt like 2 hours. Fucking, it was hot, so I was sweating, and then I started thinking that I was like sweating profusely, and I was like, oh fuck. Like as soon as you say this in your head when you're in that state, you're too far gone. In my head, I was like, you're having a panic attack, and that fucked me up. As soon as I said that, I was like, damn it. Shouldn't have fucking done that. So I sat there for what J. Cole said was 3 eternities. It was probably like 30 minutes. And then I looked at my phone. Corncob hit me up. Yeah, we're on our way back. Didn't even see the guy. And as soon as I opened it and looked at him, it was gone. Like I read the message, everything just like a wave came off of me. I was like, what the fuck? So
Yo, I've got a story for when you get done, because I just remembered something else about the weekend.
I bet. So fucking yeah. So I'm a pussy, but it was more my head. Like it's sort of tolerance, but it's mostly just I was inside my head for that minute. The rest of the night, I was fucking goofy, having fun there because I hit it like 2 or 3 more times, and then I did pinchy of that grass before I went to bed. And
Right.
yeah, it was just chilling. We fucking we watched some memes. We were listening. They were talking at one point, and I remember just smiling, looking at the TV, and they're talking. And you guys roll a blunt, y'all roll a blunt, and you pass it to me, and you're holding it. Is that what you're about getting ready to say?
No,
Okay. So you're
but go
holding it, and I
ahead.
look over and I look at it, and like in my head, I'm arguing like I don't want any of that. Like I'm stoned, I'm chill, I'm good. And yeah, I guess it was way too long because Corncob's like, "Are you gonna fucking hit this or what?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I grabbed it just out of peer pressure, hit it, and gave it back. I didn't want any more. Like I was solid. And the
No,
way
it's
he
because you're
came at
like,
me, I was like,
it's because you were just like staring at it. You
I
weren't
was. I
like,
was just looking at it, but I was arguing in my head, like, do I want to hit that? And I was like, nah, you chill. Just turn your head over, say it's all good, and leave it. But I guess I was arguing for too long. He's like, are you gonna
no,
fucking hit this? I was like, yeah,
you
okay.
were literally just staring at it for like a minute and a half. And like
Yeah,
my
that's what I'm
arm
saying.
was
But
getting
in my
tired
head,
and
it
I
was
was
like
like, do
10
you fucking
seconds.
want this or what?
Yeah, in my head it was like 10 seconds. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I fucking yeah, I hit that and I was chill. I actually ended up passing out for like 2 minutes. But I guess like the next time it came around, Corncob held it and he said he held it for like a solid 2 minutes and they just passed it without me even knowing it was there. I was
No, no, it was like 10 seconds.
was it?
I
You
literally
told
like
me you're
leaned
like I held
over.
it forever.
I leaned over and I was like, he's asleep, and I just handed it to Britt.
I did. I passed out. I had me a good little like 2 minute nap. That was perfection. Watching Rick and Morty, which is one of my favorite things. Rick and Morty and Disjointed are one of my favorite things to watch while stoned. Fuck yeah, it was good. It was a good weekend. I enjoyed it. So what was your story you had about that weekend, Corn Cob?
Okay, so do you remember the story about the party?
Yes, you want to tell that?
Yeah. Okay,
I
so over the weekend, I got news of a quite a large party that was being thrown, and I had been considering going, and uh, I decided not to because Kirk was over, and I also had some other people over, and I'm sitting at home hanging out, and I get a Snapchat from one of my buddies that I work with who had gone to the party, and well, actually, I got three in about a span of 10 minutes, and within this 10 minutes, this is like such a crazy, just this story got wild so fast. So he pulls up to this party and sends me a Snapchat, pull like, yo, there's a huge party. You coming? I'll drop the natty. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm good. He was like, all right, bro. And then I get another snap about 2 or 3 minutes later, and he's like, up by the fire, chilling. Everybody's having a good time. There's a shit ton of people there, like 300, maybe 350 people there. It's just massive. And then I get another snap about 7, 8 minutes later, and then there's cop cars everywhere, ambulance, and there had been a huge fight. I I text him back, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened? He's like, huge fight. Like
uh,
200 people. Somebody pulled up, started popping off shots. Cops are here now, making sure everybody's okay. Fucking. So I dive into this story with everyone I know that was there. Fucking I- it's pretty accurate at around 200 people in this fight, going on
right.
for probably 5, 10 minutes, just straight fighting.
And it
Okay,
wasn't like a mosh pit either. It was like legit like fist fighting. Like they were trying to beat the fuck out of somebody.
and
Like
like,
it wasn't just like a mosh.
and it all started because some druggie
Damn.
was talking shit to the first dude that I asked about it, and him and his buddies got in a fight, and that just started like everybody started jumping in, and it just fucking blew the fuck up. And then apparently some dude was just walking around the edge of the fights, throwing fucking knives in at people.
Yeah, our
Fucking
boy, like
somebody got stabbed in the leg.
What the fuck?
Fucking
we we went to our
somebody else
homie's
got
house
cut
the
up pretty
next
bad.
day, and he's like, "Yeah, I guess there was just some dude just throwing pocket knives into these like this fucking conjunction of 200 people, just hoping to hit someone." I was like, "Damn, he was trying to get the Moab fucking kill streak on that shit."
No,
Fucking
okay. And then so they're in the middle of this big ass fight, and some dude, like just some random guy, just pulls up in his truck and starts shooting, like just
just
like
pops a
in the
shot off in the
direction of the
air.
fight, not at
Oh no,
anybody,
he shot
but
at
like
the fight. I thought
yeah,
he just
like
shot
no,
in the air.
he was shooting at the fire,
Oh,
and so like everybody that's in the fight is like just stops, and they're like confused as fuck, cause somebody just like. Cause he apparently pulled like a 22, so they were all just like fucking dumbfounded that some nigga pulled up with a 22. And they're just
in
staring at him,
retro,
and then they like
in
see him.
retrospect. Like I feel like this man was like he may have had good intentions in his head, but he's probably drunk as fuck. He's like, I'm gonna shoot my gun so they stop fighting and I can get their attention. But explain what happened when this man shot his fucking gun into the fire.
Okay, so he shoots the gun, and everybody stops and just stares at him for a good 5, 10 seconds. and then just starts walking towards him. And this
What
man
the fuck?
has a fucking gun. I mean, yeah, granted he doesn't have fucking 175
Like,
bullets
yeah, I was
to
gonna say, here's what I'm
injure these
thinking.
people. He
Like,
has a 22. He ain't killing anybody.
this
He's
man
got
has, this man has max, like, if he's got a banana clip, he's got 10, maybe 15 shots.
15
If he
rounds.
if
Okay.
he hits him in the eye, he could kill 15 of them. But I don't know if you've ever played Black Ops Zombies. When you have a horde that size, the best thing to do is fucking train, homie. You get in your truck and you get out of that bitch.
Yeah, that man
These
hopped
just
in
start.
his truck and got the fuck out of there.
Someone was saying that weekend, he
Damn.
was like, "That's kind of a pussy move. You're gonna pull out a gun and shoot." I was like, "Tell me you ain't gonna sit there with a 22 in your hand, have 200 people looking at you like, the
No,
fuck did you just
if
do?"
you
and
got the
run.
balls to pull out a 22 to try to stop a fight, take that ass beating. You a pussy
From
and you
200
deserve it.
people, you're dead. You're dead. There's a man
Take
throwing
that
pocket
ass
knives into the mosh. He's literally just throwing pocket knives. I ain't taking that ass
Fuck it,
beating.
he ain't got no more knives. He probably got to that field and find all of his fucking knives. But
All
shit,
200
I'm
of those
serious.
people just picked him up. They just picked him up, armed themselves. So like, fucking.
I'm
I love
serious,
how
dude.
in the
Fuck
spans
that
of
nigga.
3
He
seconds.
shoulda got
No,
his ass
definitely goofy. Definitely goofy. 100%. I feel like he may have had good intentions, but he was stupid. He shouldn't have done it. There shouldn't have even been a fucking gun at that. And didn't you just say he just pulled up out of the blue? Like he wasn't even
Mhm.
at the party?
Yeah.
He just fucking pulled up when the fighting started. That's goofy. Like 100% don't
What a
condone what
goofy.
that fucker did, but I cannot say that if I was in his position, I would have done anything different. If I saw a girl getting fucking beat the shit out of and dudes throwing pocket knives into fucking crowds, A, I wouldn't pull out a gun. I'd just leave. But if I was drunk enough to pull out a gun, you best fucking believe if they all turn around and look at me, I'm getting in the car and leaving. All right, bye. Sorry. Yeah, didn't mean to do that. I'll show myself out. Peace. Peace out. Fuck that. No.
I'm fucking looking at memes on Instagram.
Goofy ass. Fucking. Alright, so. Did y'all know I was a doctor?
Dude,
Oh, jeez.
what?
I didn't go to school or anything, but I'm pretty sure I cured infantile penis disorder.
This
Corn
fucking
Cob was
dude.
here for this.
I heard it
So-
as well, bro.
Yeah, I told you, but Corn Cob was right next to me. And I'm surprised he didn't slap me. In fact, he was pretty stoned and he looked at me. He contemplated it for a second. And he was like, "You're fucking stoned." But he didn't argue it. He didn't argue it. So I take that as a W. When Corn Cob doesn't
What?
argue with my stupidity, alright. So I don't know if you remember this. We were all pretty stoned. I think you had already eaten the magic mushrooms as well. So after the panic attack and all that goofy shit, while we're just excuse me, I have hiccups. While we're just sitting there cutting up bullshit and watching Rick and Morty, this thing goes through my head. It was 100% off topic. No one was talking about this. I don't remember what they were talking about at the time. It was pretty like we were talking about something that I actually like chimed in on. Like I said something right before I said this quote. Like Josh said something and I agreed with him and then I gave some like facts out. Like I remember like being in my head and saying, "Wow, that was way too smart for you to say while you're stoned. You should follow it up with something really stupid." And that's what I did. Like I just said something and I gave like my opinion and it was really fucking like not smart, but like it was way too comprehensive. I was like, "Say something stupid right now. You're way too stoned. They're gonna think you're fucking not inhaling or some stupid." And I was like, "Y'all, I just cured tiny dick disease." They look at me like I'm a fucking alien. They're like, "Huh?" I was like, "Look, what is a boner? In the simplest terms, a boner is blood. You pump blood to your dick when you get hard. You got a tiny dick. There's not enough blood in your boner. So all I gotta do is grab 200 cc's of some typo negative and shoot it into your cock. Big dick, right there. Big dick." Fucking the looks I got. I think Mike chuckled. Josh looked at me like I just slapped him, and Corncob went. And he kind of froze for a second. It looked like he was about to roast me, And then in his head he was like, it's not 100% false. And he said, you're fucking stoned. And then everyone laughed and went about their day. But I'm still convinced that I solved infantile penis disease.
You did not, but
Yep.
let's go with it.
I want to test it. Who wants to be my test subject? Let me
Not
shoot
me, 'cause I
250
don't wanna have
cc's
my
of O
fucking
negative.
dick penetrated.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna shoot it in your dick, just like the little cavity near your cock, like your fupa. I'm gonna shoot it into your fupa.
Fuck no, that would hurt.
I got to test on somebody because I don't know. You never. What if it gave you a 13-inch cock? Speechless.
I don't need a
exactly.
13-inch cock. I have an 8-inch cock, and I'm glad with that.
So maybe we just shoot like 100 cc's.
I really don't need that big of a dick. I'm pretty happy with my dick right now.
I have
Fucking
to test it with
horse
somebody.
cock?
I've got to. Horse cock.
I'll send it to the group chat, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I would have to, because if, like, I'm being the scientist, I already got to look at your cock, fucking unfortunately, because I'm shooting 250 cc's of O negative into this bitch.
I'm pulling my dick out.
I'm gonna have
putting
to
on
be like,
Snapchat.
alright, well, since
the
it's fucking
fuck?
silent, I don't send your cock to the... He did this shit back in, like, 8th or 9th grade. No, it was 9th grade.
It
We
was
had
like
chicks in
fucking
our fucking...
sophomore year.
No, it was
okay?
sophomore year. We had like
Don't
2
even
chicks in
lie.
our group chat because it was like we were all in percussion in high school. It was like a percussion group chat, but it was only like the not bitches, like the ones who weren't gonna rat on us when we talk shit. And one day I'm over at his house and I'm like, this chat's gay, let's flame it. So we just start fucking saying light this chat on fire and sending the fucking fire emojis. And then we got yelled at like by one of the people in there, like, quit fucking spamming. And Corn Cob says, I'm gonna send you a picture of my dick. And I was like, you're not gonna fucking do that. He's like,
Jesus,
"Bet."
dude.
Stands up, goes into his bathroom, or it was his room or his bathroom, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Fucking
either.
comes back, and as soon as he like opens the door to come back into the front room, I get a vibration. I said, I'm not touching Snapchat for at least a month.
Bro, the fucking reaction that I got from her was hilarious.
Fucking.
I was like, I straight up said, I was like, E, do not open that if you don't want to see my dick. Like, that is a picture of my
she
dick.
didn't believe,
Not
and she
kidding.
opened it immediately.
She opened it, tapped out, and we like all caps. Oh my god.
Yep. And this
I think she was
girl,
just
like,
surprised.
this chick was so innocent, dog. Like,
Yeah, I kind of feel
the
bad for it.
nicest,
but
sweetest,
it was
most
still
innocent
funny.
girl, and Corn Cob was just like, "Here's my cock." Fucking goofy.
I
Goofy
warned her though.
ass.
I
You did, you
warned
did.
her.
You said if you say, because she was saying something. Our group chat was Satan's third toe. That was the name of the fucking group chat. I don't know
Right.
why. I'm still in it on Snapchat actually. And she kept saying something goofy to Corn Cob. I don't remember. I know she kept calling me Woody Allen because her mom thought I looked like fucking Woody Allen at the time. And she kept saying something to Corn Cob, and he's like, if you don't stop.
She kept saying that I looked like some guy that she had a crush on.
Yeah.
I was like, here, you want to
exactly.
see my dick?
Yeah, he's like, if you don't stop, I'm going to send you a picture of my dick. That's the first warning. She said, fucking nuh or something like nuh-uh, and he's like, so he sends it, and then second warning, E, her name starts with an E, so that's why we're calling her E. E, don't open that. It is my cock. Second warning. Blatantly obvious. He said it the first time, no cap. Second time, blatantly
she
obvious.
even opened the text chat first and
Yeah,
replied.
open the text and then open the fucking. Yeah, she replied before she opened the picture too, didn't she? Because I
Yeah,
think she said something. She's like,
no, it's not. You didn't
"No,
really.
it's not, Kirk.
And then
Did he
fucking
really take a
clicked
picture?"
on
I
it.
was like, "Yes." A third warning, because she's like, "Did he actually send a picture of his dick?" I was like, "Yes." He just went into his fucking bathroom, and I guarantee you he took a picture of his cock because I said he would not. There is a picture of his penis on our Snapchat. Do not open it. Third warning. This bitch immediately after I sent that opened it. I don't know. I think she kind of wanted to see Corn Cob's penis. Well, I'm being honest.
Hey,
For real.
Goofy. I'd
she
hit
was
it. But
thick.
anyway,
I'd hit it.
I'd hit it. Fuck, I'd hit it. But yeah, so yeah, that's fucking. I don't know how we got off on the dick sending shit. Oh, because you said you're gonna send your dick because I still need someone. Listen, whoever is watching this podcast, if you want to be my test subject,
I literally
hit me up
don't
in the
think anybody
comments.
is.
Hit me up in the comments. I'll cure your infantile penis disease.
Yeah, nobody is
promise.
watching this.
I promise. There's one person watching it right now, and 2 likes. So,
It's-
and 4 people have watched it in total. So,
Oh, lit.
I've been keeping track. So, and a lot of people, we get more views after it's posted. Like our last one has like 70, I think.
Has
Which isn't
how
bad for
many?
65 subs. 75 for
Oh, I
since we
thought
only
you
have
said
65 subs.
7,000. I was like, what the fuck?
No. If we had 7,000, we could almost get fucking monetized. But no. So I've been saving this towards the end. I don't think we're gonna technically be done because I feel like we still just want to bullshit for a little while, especially since Clappening
I
hasn't
kinda
said a
wanna-
word.
I kind of want to get on like stream and play some Rainbow.
It is only 10 o'clock, homie. You trying to go to bed at midnight?
I gotta go get Chris here at 11:30.
Make Mike do it.
No, I'm mad at him. He took my car and was gone for a while earlier and didn't tell me.
So make him do it. Be like, this is
No.
your punishment. You have to go pick up Chris, faggot.
No, he doesn't get car privileges.
Tell Chris to walk home. Anyway, so
I'm
I like
no,
how we're
I'm
just
gonna
saying
text
Chris's
Autumn
name.
and
Oh
fuck
yeah,
Chris.
have Autumn bring her back. She lives like.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, will you bring Chris home? And then when you bring him home, come on in.
She'll probably smash high key. Anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to go get condoms. I'm lazy.
Pull out. Be a man.
Pull out. Fuck no. Nigga.
Wait, you're telling me
I'm
you don't
too
have
lazy.
condoms right now?
Yeah.
I didn't get pussy for like 3 years, and I always kept a box of condoms. You
I-
never fucking know.
I don't fucking like. I barely use condoms.
True. I fucking use them. I'm too afraid of that shit. I don't want no fucking kids. Nah. How you gonna be an internet celebrity and have kids? You ain't doing it. Ain't gonna happen. You're gonna be screaming in the background. I'm gonna have
Tim
to
the
beat the
Tap
fuck
Man.
out of him on stream. How does he not beat
Just-
his kids on stream? That's what I want to know.
He
Let's talk
literally
about
just
this.
had a baby.
How does? Well, it's a baby.
Yeah, that's literally.
Give it
his
give it
first
give it
kid.
3 years. He's gonna beat his kid on Twitch. I see it happening.
I don't think he'll.
You don't think
I'm
so?
not gonna say that. No disrespect on Tim, but
I
I was
love
about to
Tim.
say that I don't think he'd be on there that long, but he's a saint. I love that man.
You don't think he'd be on Twitch? I mean, if a family
I don't
comes
know,
into
I feel
play,
like he'll definitely fucking move on to something bigger. Take his
Probably.
money that he's made off of there and start his own business or something and be smart
Right.
with it.
he could be
That's
one
what
of them
I'd like to
family
see him
vlog
do,
channels.
but-
Have y'all seen them family vlog channels?
Yeah.
Some of them
Yeah,
do
they're
alright.
fucking weird. Like the
Daddy
like
of
Roman
Five,
Atwood
dog.
or
Atwood.
some shit.
Daddy
Roman
of Five
fucking
was
Atwood.
fucking weird. Wasn't Daddy of Five the one that had all the mental abuse allegations and shit on it? I think
I
that's
don't
what
know,
it's called.
but the
Oh,
only
yeah.
family vlogs that I've liked so far have been Demolition Ranch.
Yep.
Demolition
Off the
Ranch is fire.
I love Off the Ranch. I love Off the Ranch.
Roman Atwood
vlogs.
makes fire content.
Oh yeah,
Who?
Roman Atwood is hella good
Roman
too.
Roman Atwood.
Yeah.
I think he
I've
took a
never
break,
watched
though,
him
right?
actually.
Yeah, he did.
I took a break. Being an internet celebrity is too stressful. I'm sorry. I'm back now. Kisses. So, fuck, I'm stoned. I'm retarded. Anyway,
We're at an hour right now,
Let's
Grace.
Get it.
we're at an hour. All right. If y'all want to end it early, I got one more story.
Yes.
Did we talk
Adder,
about Bill
Clapney.
Cosby yet? Is this the big
That's
one?
exact.
Okay.
It's the big one. All right. So, last weekend, when
Wait,
all
this is
those
the big
shenanigans were
story.
happening- it's the biggest one I had, really. You were the big story. Technically, you were the big story. You're the reason we did the podcast with just us two three hosts, sorry. But this, like, the reason I want to talk about this is because we've done 2 podcasts about conspiracy theories. And I've heard some whack conspiracy theories about this, but I've never, like, I've been plugged into the memes and shit and the conspiracy theories, and I've heard all the podcasts talking about it, all this shit. I thought it was dead. I honestly thought it was dead, but then I saw this, and I'm like, okay, let me just explain what it is. Last weekend, you already said Bill Cosby, but last weekend, when we were doing all the shenanigans and watching YouTube videos and shit, the homie J. Cole's showed me a video of a Bill Cosby episode. I forgot what it's called, just the Bill Cosby Show, isn't it? Or Cosby Show? I think it's called the Cosby
Yeah.
Show. But of an episode where he's trying to like hook up his daughter and some guy or his sister and I don't remember. He's trying to hook someone up, and he has a cookout, and he makes this barbecue chicken, and his wife goes to him and says, "Honey, look, they're getting along real well," and he's like, "It's the sauce." Zippity boppity. No, fucking, it's the sauce. And she's like, "What do you mean barbecue sauce?" And he said, "The barbecue sauce. Haven't you ever noticed my barbecue sauce? When everybody eats my barbecue sauce, they get all lovey-dovey and huggy and kissy and want to be around you." And she laughs. But in the video I watch, it cuts the laugh track. If you want to look up the video, it's called Bill Cosby plus Scary Music. Fucking, there's not many views on it,
shit,
and I'm astounded. Because if this would have been a thing, like when the whole Bill Cosby thing fired off, I feel like they could have used it as evidence, honestly, because his face, the way he looks at it, he's dead-ass serious. So anyway, he goes, "Man, yeah, the barbecue sauce makes people all lovey-dovey. In fact," and he looks at his wife, and he's smiling the whole time, but as soon as he looks at his wife, he drops his smile, and he's got the most serious, deadpan, fucking, like, creepy face. Says, "There's a cup of the barbecue sauce up in the room right now for either one of us." And she laughs, and he goes, "I said there's a cup of the barbecue sauce on your bedside table right now." Aggressive as fuck, just like that. And then she kind of walks away, and he's right on her ass as she's walking away. Like, right there, like she's walking, and you can tell like she's trying to like play it off. I don't think it was part of the script, the way he said it, high key, because her face looks nervous, and she walks off real quick, and she's like picking up the chicken, and he is right behind her, walks around the table because they're having like a picnic outside. She stops at the chicken. He's right in her ear and says, "Why don't you clean that chicken up and head on upstairs and drink that sauce? I'll be up there in a minute." And she kind of like slinks away like a fucking abused housewife, goes into the house, and then the kid takes a piece of the chicken, and he runs fast as fuck, like legitly scared, grabs a napkin, takes the chicken, throws it over the fucking fence, and wipes the kid's mouth. And like it looks like chloroforming the kid's mouth. He's just wiping the kid's mouth, and he sticks his finger like in the kid's cheek and wipes the cheek, throws the fucking napkin in the trash, and then just walks off, real stern face. I'm like, what the fuck was that? That shit had me tripping for probably 45 minutes. Like, how is this not popular? Fucking Hatter, you watched it. What was your, like, what did you think when you watched it?
It was fucking nuts, dog. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I kind of expect it from a dude like Bill Cosby, to be honest with you, though. He's fucking weird.
Right?
He's fucking weird.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy that after the fact I'm seeing this, because, like, in the beginning, I'm not even gonna lie. When I first heard about all the Bill Cosby shit, I was like, man, because it was like, it was so, like, it was on his fucking, one of his birthdays. And as soon as his birthday came out, that day, a chick was like, "Bill Cosby raped me." I was like, what? Because there's been stunts like this before where girls will just trying to ruin actors' lives to get money from them. It happens a lot. And, like, I'm not saying that it's not always true, because I guarantee you most of it is true. Like, and what happened to Bill Cosby, 100% believe it now. But when it first came out, someone's going to clip this out of context. When it first came out, I thought she was fucking just trying to troll him. And even after, like, 3 or 4 people, I was like,
a lot of people did.
But
because it was Bill Cosby.
Like, right, because Bill Cosby, he's a fucking family star. He's a lovable
Right, that's
character.
why nobody believed it. But I mean,
yeah, fucking how does that? Like, imagine going to the bar and you see Bill Cosby. You're like, "Whoa, Mr. Cosby, let me buy you a drink." And then it gets real fuzzy. The next thing you're waking up and you feel something in your ass and you're looking behind you. Zippity-zappity-zippity-zappity pudding. I'd laugh. I'm not gonna lie, I'd laugh. At first, I'd laugh, and then I'd be like, "Get your cock out of me." Fucking, I couldn't believe that at first, and then 63 people came out, and I was like, oh shit, this man. And I had to do research because I was like, nah, come
That's
on.
a lot of people,
like,
bro. That is a lot of people.
That's like growing up loving chocolate ice cream, and then when you're 30
Chocolate
years
ice cream
old,
fucking your mom.
raped people. Yeah, chocolate ice cream raped your mom. That's so fucked. Like, he was loved by so many people, and he did some. I'm not gonna defend him because the man's fucking insane. Did you see him in the court trial after he got guilty? He was like, "Zing it a zoom," like fucking laughing at it. I was like, this man just got away with 63 counts of rape. Fucking, I mean, didn't get away, but he got away for years. So basically, like, I did my research. I feel like he raped almost every bit of those girls. I say almost because there's about 3, and you guys can like put in your opinions after I say this, because I don't want mine to be the only opinion about this. But there was probably about 4 or 5 of them that their allegation, and they were like the last 4 or 5. Everyone was saying like he slipped something in their drink, and they would wake up in his apartment, he'd cook them breakfast, and they'd go home. And they felt like they knew what happened, but they didn't want to talk about it. And I can understand that, like, it's fucking dramatic. Like, that shit happened to me, I wouldn't be telling nobody. Fuck that.
Bill Cosby
But,
just
I mean,
had his cock in me. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, I might tell somebody, I'd be like, you see what I just did last weekend? Honestly, it'd probably be a podcast topic ASAP. But anyway, fucking... The last 4 or 5, the stories were drastically different. It was always, I went to a house party that Bill Cosby was throwing, which this was like the 80s. Everyone knows that if you were famous in the 80s, you had like 3 essentials: cocaine, quaaludes, and sex.
Fucking
Those were the essentials
Quaaludes,
to any
dog.
the essentials to any party in the 80s was cocaine, quaaludes, and hookers. Honest. Like, and so the last 4 or 5 girls were like, I went to a house party at Bill Cosby's house, and I got force-fed a quaalude, and then Bill Cosby had sex with me. Bitch, you did a quaalude. Like, statute of limitations are up. You did a drug, because everyone in the 80s was doing quaaludes. You did a quaalude. You wanted to fuck Bill Cosby, because it's like, you know, chick nowadays, they'll fuck you for an Instagram shout-out. Back then it was like, oh, I can say that I had sex with Bill Cosby and I'll get a fucking movie credit or some shit. I'll get an EP executive producer credit or some shit. Like, it was still pretty toxic. And it wasn't just girls. Guys would do it too. I'm not being like sexist or anything. But there was definitely the toxicity like there is nowadays with the Instagram thoughts and whatnot. But like, I guarantee you, the 3 or 4, because I know for sure there was 3 people who said it, but there's probably more. But the 3 or 4 people who said that they were at a Bill Cosby house party, had a quaalude and fucked him, like, that's just what you did. You were partying, you had sex with Bill Cosby, and you wanted a little bit if he had to pay anybody. You're like, oh fuck, I could get a little bit of money out of the settlement. That's fucked up. That's the type of shit that, like, is distrustworthy and shit. Fucking, so what's your opinion on that? What do you think about that shit, Adder?
Listen, man. It's hard to tell whether people are actually telling the truth or not with this shit. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, because it was like
But
30 years ago.
If people, I mean, if they say it, I mean, you can't. I don't know. I mean, he did it to these other women.
Right, 64 people can't be wrong.
Why wouldn't he do it with these ones? You know?
I mean, yeah, it's just credibility. Because like those women got paid. Every single person who came up got a settlement. Yeah, every single person who came out about it got a settlement.
I think the ones that really did get raped, if not all of them, I don't know. They deserve that settlement. That is horrible.
Money couldn't even. Yeah, it was. I guarantee it wasn't even enough. Because that's some shit. Like,
taking a person's innocence kind of thing, man. Like, it's fucking
I
horrible.
hate rape. I hate fucking. I know I downgrade women for funnies all like every once in a while. We all do that. But
it's just a joke.
It's,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just joking. It's just yucks. If a man is ever like any sort of abusive, mentally, physically, I don't care if he is the fucking Rock. I'll get my ass beat defending a woman. Like, I don't even care if I
Bro,
don't fucking know
that
you.
goes back to that fucking story of me and
Exactly.
Mike leaving. Like, I knew that guy was abusive, and like he said, "You want to go
Right.
beat his ass?" I was like, "Bet."
Now I'm not gonna lie, like I told Josh, like, fuck, I just said his name. Oh well. I told Jay Coles as y'all were leaving, like, and I was gonna say you, but I was like, I'm so couch locked, but I really want to go with him. And the biggest reason I didn't go with him was A, couch lock. B, I knew if I went, Jay Coles wouldn't wanted to go, and he would have just gone home. And I really want to see that nigga because I haven't seen him in like 2 years.
Yeah.
But no, I hate that shit. There's been plenty of time me and Corncob literally loaded up in the truck like we were on the fucking way to a couple of chicks, just friends of ours. We weren't trying to get puss out of the ordeal. I mean, I'm sure there's one or two times, but
Damn.
most of the time it would just be like one of our friends were like, nah, that's just not, it's fucked. It's 100% fucked. Like
Straight
that
up.
whole, it feeds into this whole like the Me Too thing. I am severely afraid that say we blow up, hopefully we blow up, when we blow up, positivity key. When we blow up, like there's some girls out there, there's 2 girls I've had one night stands with, and like one of them we were both drunk. That shit scares me. Because that's all they need. That like I could have given her a beer. Nah, look, I could have given her a beer, because I guarantee I did. I was drunk, and when I'm drunk, I'm a really great host. Like, I just, like, feed people alcohol. I guess that's not a great host, but Corncob can attest to that. Remember 101, Corncob?
Oh my
Slanja.
god. That one gives me PTSD.
Fucking love it. But, so, I feel like, say I blow up and she ever because obviously we've said our fucking actual names on here. She finds out that that's a quick buck right there, dog. And then fucks my, like, that's on my record for the rest of my life type shit. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of getting Me Too'd. I support the Me Too movement, but I hate how liberal they are with just handing them out. And, like, so Bill Cosby's trial took a while. But there's been like 3 or 4 after that, like the fucking who's the guy who played in Infinite Warfare but was also in House of Cards?
Yeah, I do
Kevin
remember.
Bacon.
No, not Kevin Bacon.
No, not Bacon.
This boy said Kevin Bacon. Fuck.
Spacey.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey. I believe he did it because he admitted to it afterwards, but they like.
That's the right thing they should do is fucking admit it.
Well, yeah, you should admit it, 100%.
100%.
But like, they were about to book his ass with no proof. Like, they had him
Yeah,
fucking locked up.
that's the only
and
problem.
The jury was already like, yeah, that's what's fucked. Because this
But
whole
how
movement,
can you tell? Like, how can you fucking tell? Like, what
You
other
can't, like,
ways?
They-
What
no,
other
they
ways
had
would you try to
fucking
find out?
investigation going on
They
him
did.
for months.
They did, but they didn't have anything concrete. They were about to just lock that, like I said, I believe he did it. I
So
believe
you
he did it
think
from the
they should
beginning.
find
He's always been
solid
with Goofy.
proof?
They need it, dog, because there's so many people who are wrongly accused in the prison system just for I know
Well,
people who are serving 10 years for like 3 G's of marijuana. Like, the fuck?
Right.
They've been in for like 5 years, but that's so fucked. Like, our prison, I guess that brings us into another fucking topic we talk about. Our government and our
Gee.
prison system are so
Horrible.
little, dog.
That's next topic
That's
for next
probably-
podcast.
With that shit, with
I
getting
think.
fucking 10 years for some shit like that, that's some shit you're in a situation where like the cops like, you got anything on you, and you fucking sit there and lie to them and tell them no,
Right.
no, no.
Yeah, if you
And
lie, I
got
know they'll
something.
give you more. But
Just
like,
be
I'm
honest.
talking
Just be
about, like,
straight
4
up.
years
Just
ago.
be straight up.
If you got
4
3 fucking G's, dude, fucking just be like, yeah, here, it's right
nowadays, but 4 years ago, they were hard on that shit. When Operation Street Sweeper hit OK, they were so retarded with it, dog, because they had a quota. They got
Operation
a bonus for every person
Street
they bring in.
Sweeper.
Street Sweeper. I talked about this on the podcast where we got swatted, so I'm not gonna go deep into it.
Nah,
But when we were
dude.
talking
Hey,
about,
we
like-
gotta talk about that again, low key.
We need
Wait,
to,
what
but
the
we
fuck
might do it
happened?
on Twitch or something. We got swatted. One of our podcasts, I don't remember which one
was
it was,
weird as fuck,
but we were
dude.
talking about
Whose house
crooked
got hit?
cops.
It was more like a
All
weird DDoS thing.
simultaneously.
It was
like a
fucking
DDoS,
weird,
yeah.
homie. It was so
We
weird.
didn't actually get like physically swatted, but like we all got kicked off.
It's gonna
said
happen
we were
again
all
now that
online.
we're outing
I know,
them,
we
bro.
need to
We're
stop.
gonna get outing. We're gonna outing them.
It was fucky, dog. Like it was
I'm getting
bad. They had
goosebumps, bro.
Hatter was the only one who was still able
That's
to like
just crazy.
talk.
They're actually watching,
And when
bro.
you listen to the podcast, there was this high pitched wee, like when he was talking, so you could barely hear what he was saying. Because I went back and listened to it when I was listening on the Speaking of Discord Rhythm Bot. You can listen to all our podcasts hands free while you're working.
Dude, I gotta
biking, running,
rewatch
or
that, Grizz.
jacking
That's
off.
fucking crazy, bro. What?
When I listened to it, it may have been my headphones, but it sounded like there was this like little high pitched wee.
That's fucking
you could barely
crazy.
fucking hear you. It was so fucked, dog. But yeah, it's like.
And we kept lagging out of parties, and we just couldn't get back in the party for longer than 10 seconds. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah, it would just kick us. It was me, you, Extend,
Nathan,
Ada,
Ninja.
Well, out
Extend
and
and
Ninja.
Ninja.
Oh, we've already said Nathan. Yeah, and Extend and Ninja. And it took like 10 minutes after he ended the broadcast for us to finally get back in a party
Yeah, it was
and
whack,
like, get it all
dude.
together. It was so fucked. At first, I thought it was just my internet, and then everyone lagged out.
And we all went to different parties and shit, and everyone's saying, "Nah, we're not having that problem."
Yeah,
It
we
was
joined other
whack,
people's parties.
bruh.
And it was fine. It was just our party. Fucking, and it was right when we were talking about corrupt cops. Like I was really laying into it.
Yeah, dude, Grizz was
Because
hella
I've-
defending
I've-
that theory. I was kind of like iffy about it, but he was fucking defending that shit.
Right. I was fucking, cause I know about some shit that's happened on some corrupt shit, but we're not gonna talk
yeah.
about it anymore. Anyway, all I'm
Hashtag
saying is like,
Blackwell.
hashtag Blackwell, dog. We're done. Draw on the
I
line.
want to
there.
hear this shit, bruh. I want to hear this
Off air,
shit.
we'll have to.
Alright, bro, listen, I'm gonna
Twitch,
remind you, homie.
Twitch.
Twitch?
On Twitch.
What if they just watch us on there
if
too?
Fucking,
Hey,
they're gonna follow us on Twitch.
I don't fucking care. Hey,
It was a
At
DDoS.
Blackwell
It wasn't the
PD.
fucking. It wasn't the YouTube app. It was a fucking station.
hit my IP.
They
We'll
can
talk
straight up
about it.
DDoS.
Suck my dick. Meet me on the front
Yo,
porch.
Grizz,
Hey,
that's
look here,
crazy,
look here, look here, look here, look here. I don't have NordVPN anymore. Let's not do this.
Hey man,
They
listen.
can actually get our IPs now.
Listen.
we were
What?
protected.
They
What?
have
NordVPN.
What, you
mine.
think I'm scared of
Well,
a
they don't have it
hacker?
I have my card on my station, Goofy. I'm scared.
I don't
Take it
think
off.
it's a
Take my
hacker.
fucking
I think it's a
debit card
government. It's a
information.
government shit. It's a government shit.
Anyway, let's draw the fucking line there and go back into like. Yeah, me
Let's
too,
go back
dude.
into the.
We know,
ending
y'all.
this.
They know. We know. It's all good.
We know,
Go ahead.
we know. I'm afraid of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm literally like it affects my day-to-day life. Like everything I do, like I don't want to stare at a girl's ass. I don't want to
Same.
like. It's like that Keanu Reeves meme. Fucking every time he goes to like hug somebody, he has his hand all the way out, dog. He knows. He fucking knows that there's toxicity out there, dog. You gotta stay vigilant, dude, every time, because there's
You
toxicity
right on
out
that,
there, there's
homie.
evil
Hey.
and shit.
That's
You already know.
100%. 100%. You already know.
He's
Especially
he's
with
not
government
saying that, like,
shit. Woo,
Fuck,
shit.
dog.
Dude,
Hey,
listen.
off
You know I'm a
topic
nut
as
for this
fuck.
shit.
Go ahead,
I got a question for you guys. So
Yeah.
I was throwing a party at my house, and this guy that I didn't know came with a buddy. And as I was introducing myself, I was shaking his hand like a firm handshake, and he like kept going, but he was like had a loose handshake and he was going really slow. And like Kirk, you know my handshakes, it's firm and
Yeah.
quick.
Right.
So he's fucking loose and like just like limply shaking
Dead
his
fish.
wrist,
Dead fish.
and he's fucking like going really slow, and he's fucking like I'm like trying to get my hand off, so like I'm shaking him to like let him know like let the fuck
Right.
go of my hand, and he's like, whoa man, calm down, slow down.
What the
And
fuck?
like telling me
The
to calm
fuck?
down.
That's
and
when
I'm
you
like,
give that boy a left
Hey,
hook.
Hold on.
right then and there.
Pause.
So you guys instantly right there, you had a bad feeling about
Right.
it too.
Left
Pause,
hook,
pause.
bro.
I thought I
Left
was-
hook.
First off,
Mm.
anytime I meet somebody and they don't hit the dap like immediately, like when someone goes in for a handshake in our friend group, I'm like, who the fuck is this?
He wasn't
like I said,
he wasn't one of the friend group. He was like, it's one of Chris's friends. So there's a
right.
little
So he's a
different
homie of a
friend group.
homie. Like he could at least toss like a half dap, like a fucking. Maybe he doesn't do the fucking like fist bump, but like just a little dap. If you going for a handshake at the treehouse, I'm
You
immediately
expect
gonna
a
see red
fucking
flags.
firm handshake.
Yeah, at least. Like,
I
yeah,
had to
if there's
kick
gonna
that
be a
nigga
handshake at the
out.
treehouse. Really?
Yeah, he fucking like he brought some coke with him, and I was like, listen, I don't want that in my fucking
Whoa, what
house.
the
That's
fuck?
why he
And
was
then-
fucking
and then
blowed
That's
out his
some
mind.
weird shit.
You know what? After I fucking told him I didn't want it in my house, he fucking said, "All right, I'll just do it real quick and get it the fuck out." I was
Let me
like,
just do this
"Nigga,
8-ball real quick."
no."
That's so
I was like, "Get the
fucky.
fuck out of my house, dude." I was
Yeah,
pissed
dude,
off.
It's
that's
confirmed.
fucking whack.
Dead fish handshakes are coke abusers.
I
Everyone who
fucking
has a dead fish
pussies.
handshake out there,
Okay,
you're coke
no,
abusers. Stop
okay,
it.
coke
Or they have a
abusers.
limp cock.
I
That's
was
some
about
lame
to
shit,
say,
dog.
I've
That's
had
probably what
my-
it is.
Limp dick. Hey, talk to Grizz. He
dick.
knows a solution.
I've had
Yeah,
my fair
got
share of
you.
experiences with that, and I definitely have a
powder.
firm handshake.
Yeah, but you're not
I'm
fucking
clean and sober.
abuser.
Don't do that. Never abused it. Only had some fun with it. By the way,
Right,
don't ever
right.
do it. It's terrible for you, and it's fucking stupid and a waste of money. Be smart.
You got so angry sometimes. Like, you would have fun a lot of the time, but there's times when you just be pissed.
yeah,
Like, I remember
'cause
we
I was
got
on
in an argument one
fucking
time when I lived there.
cocaine.
I lived
you
there, we
remember
got in an
where-
argument. Go ahead.
Listen, remember where I was getting it from, the town?
True.
Okay.
True.
Most of the time, I was probably getting it cut with meth.
Oh, easily. Easily.
So that's
hardcore, dog.
probably why.
Yeah. But fucking, I remember one time we were just talking, and then it turned into an argument, and it got so blown the fuck up, like it was bad. And the next day, I hit you up, I'm like, don't even worry, I got this shit. And he's like, man, no, I'm sorry. I was just real angry. I'm like, are you good? He's like, I was just on a little coke. I was a little coke pissed. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah,
like,
bro,
it blew
that
the
was back
fuck
when I
up.
was going over to fucking what's his name's house, and he had a fucking
Yeah.
big ass problem with it, and we were just doing a
Yeah.
shit ton all the time.
Goofy ass. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'd just walk in and be like, "Hey, you want some fucking coke?"
Jeez.
Sure.
Sure.
gotta
I
watch
came here to
those
smoke
I
some fucking weed,
guess.
nigga. You're my weed
Right?
dealer. I don't want the fucking powder.
Yeah, it was a problem for a while. Not even just with you, with a couple of our friends as well.
Okay, no,
That's
I
hella
didn't have a
weird.
problem.
That's hella weird.
No,
I had a
it
prob-
wasn't a problem. Like, you didn't have a problem. It was a problem
I
how
just-
readily available it was.
Yeah. And I do
Like,
have
how
kind of an
abundant.
addicting personality.
True.
Addictive.
This
not
man,
addicting.
this man won't smoke a dab today because he's afraid of going tomorrow straight. He's like, I gotta say something for tomorrow, homie. I can't get it till Monday.
Because if somebody fucking stresses me out tomorrow and I don't have anything to fucking smoke, I'm gonna hit
You're
somebody.
gonna kill them. You're gonna kill them. Oh,
It's my
fuck.
fucking. It's my medicine. Keeps
Honestly,
me calm.
right. I feel. I 100% feel that. Fucking shit. It really is a medicine. It do be like that. But we're not gonna get into that because people in this party have differentiating opinions.
Hey, Grizz, homie, we're at 82.
We're an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay,
22
hey, I gotta go get
exactly.
Chris. So do you guys
Alright.
wanna?
We
end this?
could
Do we
cut
have
it.
anything else?
Shit, I'm good. I'm
I
personally
want to
good.
start. I want to start filming these, like recording them instead of live streaming them. By the way, if y'all think you would like that, like a full like cut, edited version of the podcast, let us know in the comments below because I've been actually thinking about us just
Nah,
recording
nah, nah.
podcasts and setting them out.
I
instead of
think we
live
should
streaming.
do
But-
it
but-
both
can't
every once
edit
in a while. How about
podcasts.
every once in a while?
Podcasts are raw.
Well, we're
True
not
that.
gonna
Like-
take shit out, but I'm just talking like, all right. So you remember the Project B
That is
podcast?
true. You
For
can't
those
talk about-
listeners, we've recorded the Project B podcast twice. They're both unlisted because both times there was like so much dead space because we were either way too stoned or I didn't have the. Or one time, Corn Cop didn't even have his voice shared. So even though it was a shit podcast, you just couldn't hear him, and it got 25 views before I shut it down, and that was 2 days. So I really want to get that story straight one of these days and tell it, but
Yeah, we'll
we're gonna have to have J.
fucking do it
Cole's on
again.
here. Yeah, well, and that's
Honestly,
one I
if
want to
we got-
record.
If we got Coles, me, you. Honestly, if we could get B Cloud in on it too, that would be
be
a fucking
fantastic.
banger podcast.
Because I want B Cloud's version, because especially when he went to go piss and he went, wee! He fucking just fell
Hey,
back into the
A
bucket.
fucking dude. I just remember seeing his hat, the fucking glow
Just
in the
his
dark
hat, yeah,
get
just the
lit hat.
reflective.
and then just
I
fucking
saw the back
boom.
of it, and it said "Get Lit" because it was the back,
had it
and I
on
saw like the
backwards.
strap. Yeah,
had
it
it
was
on
"Get Lit," and
backwards.
then I saw it. I was like, "B, you good?" And he whipped around real quick, and I saw the hat go, whoop, and then I heard "Wee," and he just fucking fell back. Oh, dude, we have to. That's one we're gonna record. So, if y'all want to see some recorded shit, let us know down in the comments. And since we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, I would like to let y'all know that you can go down in the description right now on Killstreak Junkies channel, mine channel. I don't know if Hatter's channel has it, but for sure Killstreak Junkies and mine, and you can find our Discord. Please go join the Discord, hit us up there, keep posted there. We do a decent job of posting anytime, or putting in there anytime we post a video. I know Hatter does it every time. I'm kind of lazy on it, but all of our, you can post your uploads there. There's a place where if you have a channel and you want to, post it, you just post something, we'll watch it, our community will watch it, go down in there. Plus, excuse me, I got hiccups, dog, damn. If you are active, like I know I'm very active, I work every day, a 9 to 5, and I want to blow my brains out. But you listen to podcasts while at work, like you have an office job, or you're in a shop job, or something where you can put your headphones in and listen to podcasts. Unfortunately, you cannot find us on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, any of that yet because of the fact that we are on PlayStation right now. But, quick fix for that, if you join the Discord, you go into the Rhythm Chat channel, put your, activate the Rhythm Chat channel, then go into the Rhythm Music type channel and type in exclamation mark play, and then type in the title of the podcast. You can listen to every single one of our podcasts hands-free. You can close your phone, put it in your pocket. It still keeps on going and going and going. All you got to do is mute your headset in the Discord channel so no one can hear you and you can't hear anyone else, and you can have a bunch of people in there. And there's also a channel to where if y'all do want to bullshit on fucking voice chat, y'all can all bullshit in there. There's a channel where y'all can talk to us, stay connected with the Killstreak Junkies, talk to us. There's a channel with suggestions, what y'all want to see, if there's a new game that we ain't covering, if there's an old game we ain't covering. Just everything you need is in the Discord. Now, say you don't have a Discord, get one. But if you can't get one, right next to that subscribe button, which I'm assuming you have already clicked, there is a bell. Ring that fucking bell. You'll know every single time we upload. I've been kind of lazy and ain't uploading recently, but if you had that bell rung, you're here and you've already been watching, so I'm glad. Make sure to go down in the description. Go ahead. Thanks for coming, Corn Cop. You'll be seeing more
guys.
Corn Cop soon.
Later, homie. Thanks for showing up.
I'll be back here in like 10, 15.
Hell yeah.
All good.
We're gonna be talking about some
Alright,
shit
later.
you already know.
Alright, bet.
So, make sure you go down in the description, hit up Hatter's channel. He's posting the
Hey,
Warriors.
listen, bro. Let me go on that, bro. I
Go
hit
ahead.
50 views on episode 3, y'all. Listen.
Fuck.
People are enjoying that hoe. That series, bro, check it out. I'm telling you. The one and only Hatter is posting some good content on that Warriors. Grizz is too, man. We're tearing it up.
You already
Check
know
it
Grizzly,
out.
your favorite Killstreak Junkie.
Oh, that's a big
know.
claims there. Big claim. Big
But
claim.
here's what I really want to say. Hold on. For all 50 of you dudes, if you're Killstreak Junkies fans, and you're watching that shit and you ain't dropping a sub to my man Hatter, the fuck?
Right, I only got 14 subs though. Nobody's subbing. What's up?
I know, that is so goofy. Why is that? I do not understand. You got 50 views and none of them can hit that subscriber button. What the hell?
They dissing, man. They dissing.
I know it's goofy. But anyway, make sure y'all head on over to my channel. Head on over to Hatter's channel. Hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell so you always know when we're going to be on. We're going to be uploading. Stay connected.
Hell yeah. Also, our guest, the Clappening. He's got
He
a
hasn't
YouTube
said
channel.
a word this entire podcast.
Right, bro.
But
He said a little
you
bit.
go check him out.
His
Yeah,
content,
a little bit.
man, that Rocket League shit is funny. Me and Grizz both said it, man. That shit is actually pretty funny. Check it the fuck out.
That Fortnite shit. Quick
I'll post.
memes.
You can
Fast right off the
comment
top
on
of his
this
head.
the stream after we post it.
I'll post his
Clapping.
I'll post
I'll say
his
grim.
link in the description. Don't worry about it. If you want to go
All right,
follow the
bet,
clapping,
bet.
his link will be in the description
My man.
of this podcast. You already know. Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up, boys. We have anything else?
Dude, I'm good.
All right, we've been the Kill Streak Junkies. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, peace. We'll see y'all later.
Hell yeah.